Welcome back to the Now That's Weird radio show on TV. And here we are still at Laughlin at the UFO Congress. It's now Friday with just 2 days of the conference to go, and one of the hardest working people inside of the Congress exhibition hall is Cece Stevens, daughter of Wendle, and she's here with me now. Cece, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Ross.
Now tell us what you've been doing here this week at Congress.
I've been being the mother hen, chasing about everyone, and I'm have my vendor, and I'm promoting the World Mysteries Conference that I'm going to be doing October 10th, 2010 in Tempe.
Now, on the Mysteries Conference, this fella plays a little part in this, doesn't he? Tell us who he is and what he's all about.
All right, this is Bob, and Bob is the Skull of Wishes. And when I acquired Bob a few years back, and in acquiring him, he jumped out and collected and said, I want to go home with you. And so I took him and brought him back, and I found out that he is, in fact, the Skull of Wishes. And everybody that has touched him and experienced him has had their wishes come true or has somehow had their life impacted by Bob and had it come about for him.
Cool. Now tell us more about the conference itself, where it's taking place, and how people can find out about it.
All right. You can go to the worldmysteriesconference.com or crystalskullfestival.com. The World Mysteries, what I did is I started 999. It's a Mayan Prophecies 2012 is where it started out last year on the 999. And I came about in bringing all of the skulls together in one spot for the Mayan Prophecies to create the ripple. There's the fear that was created in Y2K. And so now I'm trying to recreate, to remove or reverse it, in showing that it's a changing of a calendar is what it amounts to, not the changing of, the apocalypse coming in that a lot of people fear. So if we could create the ripple effect and each one of us reaches out, then maybe we can change that. The skulls are transmitters and receivers. So let's say we take our skull, or any crystal for that fact is a transmitter and receiver. And if each one of us was to grab that at this key point in time, as in Y2K, and we were to spread that out there, could we create the change? So based on that, that's what brought me together to do the 999 conference, 999 September 9th, 2009. I had, in fact, the world's largest crystal skull display. All of the skulls from all over the planet came around, and we managed to bring them all in there. I had Leandro being the largest and brought all of his skulls in there. All of the participants that came wanted to know, can we bring ours as well? Surely, bring them along. Let's activate them all together. I had Hun Botsman, who's a Mayan solar priest, come in, and he brought and did an activation. So we brought it and activated all of those and sent that out. That was that. And then we step into the 10-10-10. 10 is about the sacred knowledge. In the sacred knowledge, I'm bringing the 13 indigenous grandmothers together. I've got the Mayan solar priests from Chichen Itza. I know I've done that word wrong. I cannot do it. I can do aluminum and cinnamon.
Aluminium, you see, over in England.
There you go. So I have those coming in as well. And so what we're trying to do is put it together as a sacred knowledge. The skulls have gone out and awakened us. Then we go into where the next step comes into the knowledge. What is it we're needing to learn that the Mayans were trying to teach us? The third one will come into the sacred places, which would be like with Stonehenge, the crop circles, Easter Island. Each of these places was a sacred place, some place where the rituals and the stories grew from that all build it and bring it back to the Mayans. So, and then that would be 11-11. And the last one is 12-12-12. So from that, I'm hoping to bring everybody together on one cruise ship, one big boat, and we all go to the Yucatan. We bring all of our skulls in. We come together with the priests. We watch the sun rise. We watch the sun set, and we realize it's a changing of the calendar. It's another brand new day. It's nothing to fear. We go back home, and we get on with our lives and get on with everything. And hopefully we have created, through all of our crystals and all of our skulls, a better place, taking that ripple to bring hope, to bring healing, to bring everything that's needed. There's so much right now. We're just going through that change, normal changes. It's cyclic. And we're seeing that in so many things between the earthquakes, volcanoes that are going out there, bigger sun flares that we're doing, and even the whales. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that have been going on with the whales and the dolphins recently. they also are feeling that change. And we're feeling that quickening going on, a lot of angst that's in there, but it's also going on within the mammal world. And I don't know if you heard about with SeaWorld. And
is this where the whale drowned the trainer?
Right. And the whale went, and there was a couple of years ago that one went down at the other SeaWorld in San Diego, the same thing. And when I went there, in fact, I was there the day before, and I'd noticed just the intuitive side to me that there was something wrong with one of the whales. And I kept pointing out one of the babies in there is not right. It's out of sorts. Something's wrong. It's just out of sorts. Sure enough, the next day it was the baby that created the problem, the same one that I'd noticed. Now, it was just something, an observation on my part of a feeling on that, okay? So then you take a look out there in the different whales that are suddenly beaching themselves. There's a lot of that going on, or getting disorientated. It's because we are going through that change. And this is what the minds were showing. We're fearing something that's going to happen on the 21st, when in fact, we're in it now. This is the change that we're afraid of. So if we can come together as a group, and understanding, which becomes the World Mysteries Conference, to come together and understand, we just need to send that positive energy, that love energy, and be strong for each other.